tell a riddle?
If
Sure, go
Nora's
for
not,
it. I'll pause
when
the recording.
Nora's,
All right, here we go. Today is Friday, April 7th. Today we're working on lesson 11.04, which is the metric system. So the metric system is really cool. They use it in most of the world. It is based on base 10. So everything is times 10 or divided by 10 to convert, which is awesome. Except that we in America do not use it very much. We are stuck with this old system that's silly. And we tried to switch a few years back. They tried to switch everybody, but the old people couldn't learn the new metric system. So they never did completely switch over in the United States, which is silly, really, because whoever heard of 12 inches in a foot, 3 feet in a yard, you know,
That
that's
doesn't make sense.
So the metric system makes way more sense. The only trick is that the metric system does have these prefixes that can be very confusing. And so I looked today to see if we could find a little song to learn more about those. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to look in the lesson, and then we're going to watch my little song that I found and see if it helps you guys remember it at all. You don't have to completely remember them because, again, remember in your resources, you have access to something that at least shows you the, please open. So this 5th grade reference sheet is going to show you these metric conversions. 1 meter is 100 centimeters. 1 meter is 1,000 millimeters. 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters. So you'll have access to these numbers when you take the state test, and really always. But learning what these kilo and milli and centa mean can really help. So today we're going to take a look at that. Here's lesson 1104.
Really?
You're going to learn to convert. And on this page, it takes you through a new place value chart, basically, where if you were going to put the decimal, it would go between the unit and the deci. So in other words, the unit is the ones place. Deca means 10. If you speak Spanish, how do you say 10 in Spanish? Anybody? Dieci, right? Because Spanish is a Latin language, and so these Latin prefixes work pretty well with it. Hecto means 100, and then kilo means 1,000. If you are going to smaller than 1, like down in the tenths and the hundredths and the thousandths, in the metric system, a tenth is a deci. This is super confusing because look, deca is 10 times, deci is 10 times smaller. So this is a tenth, this is 10. Tricky. Centi, so when they end in these I's, it means they're less than 1 whole. So that helps you remember. So a centi means 100th, or there's 100 of them in something. And a milli means 1,000 in something. So remember when they end in I, you're talking about things that are less than 1 unit. All right. So I looked online to find you a little song to help you remember this. And because they didn't really give you one in the unit. And of course I can't get to it right now. Let me get to my song. Here it is. King Henry Died is the name of this song. I'll play the song for you and then I'll show you what they're talking about. So here we go.
King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. He drank 1 kilo.
So the first thing I want to show you is those initials, K for king, H for Henry, D for died, B, D, C, M. They all stand for like deci, centa, milli, right? Deca, hecto, and kilo. Those are the initials. So if you can remember King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk, it helps you remember the prefixes. Okay? So just think of the first letters.
A leader in his robes of silk. 1,000 liters was more than he could take.
Uh-oh, it stopped. I don't think I have the whole song. That's sad. Okay. Well, I'm not going to order the song. But anyway, King Henry died while drinking chocolate milk. It helps you remember that order for how these goes. King Henry died while drinking chocolate milk. The while is the unit, okay? So that helps you remember kilo, hecto, deca. Let's repeat them right now. Ready? Everybody say them out loud in your room. Kilo, hecto, deca, while, unit, drinking, deci, centi, and milli, okay? Now, just like it works on the place value chart, when you're moving between these numbers, you just times by 10 when you're getting bigger and divide by 10 when you're getting smaller. The smallest unit of length. Oh, okay. So now if you've already done the quiz, has anybody else already done the quiz? Nope, just Liam. Okay. So Liam, I'll make some breakout rooms. If you want to go work on your Dreambox or on your spiral review, you can. And then when I'm done with the lesson, we'll come back and do the spiral review. Okay.
Okay.
Or we could do the spiral review right now. What do you want to do?
Can I leave also?
Well, let's do the spiral review first so you can get those answers. Okay. Did you do the spiral review today?
Not yet.
10, 11, 12. Do you want to just go through them and write down the answers so you'll have them?
Yeah, hold on. Let me try to find the
Okay, before I create the breakout rooms, let's do our spiral review 10, 11, 12. Grab your spiral review. We're going to correct it quickly.
What page is it?
131, spiral review 10. Everybody grab your workbook, or if you're in Canvas, you can go to the resources at the top of the page. Let me show you that.
131.
131. So if you want to find this online, you go to the little resource file and then you click on spiral reviews right here, and you go to spiral review 10 right here. And I'll just do it online with you guys while we're talking. All right, 31 players on the softball team. Oh, let me stop the recording and re-record it so we'll have this. No, I'm not even going to do that. I'll just put the whole video on. Okay, here we go. 31 players on the softball team traveling to the district championship in 8 cars, 4 players in each of the first 7 cars. How many players on the softball team are in the 8th car? Well, if I go 4 times 7, that's 28 of the players. 29, 30, 31. There's 3. And you know what? I don't have my tools here. Let me get my text box, or I'll just do it with this. So there are 3 people in the last car, and I color in 3. Number 2, which expression has the same value as 3 in the number 125306? Well, the 3 is in the hundreds place. So I need the one here that equals 100. 10 times 3 is 30, times 1 is 30. Nope, not that one. 10 plus 3 is 13, times 6, that's not going to equal it. That's not going to equal 300. 13 times 6, that'd be 60. 3 times 6 is 18, 70, 78. 10 times 30, that's 300. Plus 1 is 301. Uh-oh. 10 times 30 is 300. And then 1 times it is still 300. It's D. Which number makes this sentence true? We have to have a number that is smaller than 6.01 and smaller than 7.230. Oh, interesting. You know, I think I did this one wrong the first time because I thought that this went the other way. Oh, pay attention to that. Smaller than 601. So it has to be a number less than 601. This is 6001 is smaller. And
But
so
then
is 5, right? Aren't both of these right? I think it's,
I would probably color in both to be.
yeah, I think they're both right. You know, the first time I did this, I have to say that I did it wrong because I thought it was between those numbers, and maybe that's how they meant it to be, which would be this number. But now that I look at the way that thing's aimed, look at the line plot below. What is the weight of the greatest number of notebooks? Okay, the greatest number of notebooks is here. There's 4 of them here. And the weight in pounds is 2/5. 2/5 of a pound, B. An expression is shown below. What is the value of the expression? Show your work. So here you're going to have to do a long multiplication problem. 237 times 89. And I'm going to underline that. Where's the underline? There it is. And then return Okay, so 7 times 9 is 63. And carry the 6. 3 times 9 is 27. Plus 6 is 35. Carry the 3. 2 times 9 is 18. Plus 3, 19, 20, 21. Did you guys get 2153 for your first number? And then the second one, I'm going to have to put a 0 in there. It's kind of hard when I'm using this machine. Uh-oh, what happened? My machine is having problems. 0 to hold my place. And then I go to the next number and I go 8 times 7 is 56. Carry the 5. 3 times 8 is 24 with 5 is 29. Carry the 2. 2 times 8 is 16, 17, 18. And then I have to make sure they're lined up, which they're not right now. So let's get them lined up with the decimals over each other and then add it up. So it looks like it is, what'd you guys get? I think it's going to be 3, 11. I'm going to start over here. 3 plus 0 is 3. 5 and 6 is 11. Carry the 1. 9 and 1 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. And 8 and 2 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. And 1 and 1 is 2. 21,113. Is that what you got? Or did I make a mistake? Let me double check it on another site. 237 times 89.
Hey Google.
What did you get?
37 times 89.
237 times 89. Let's double check and see if I got it right. 21,093. I got it wrong. I made a mistake somewhere. 21,093. How did that come out 9? I did something wrong.
I have a calculator.
56. 3 times 8 is 24 plus 5 is 29. I don't know what I did wrong there. I'm going to have to double check that one. Honestly, I have it written down here. Let me look it up here. Oh, I got it right here. 21,093. So let's see. 18,960, 2133. I just added it up wrong somehow. So 3 plus 0 is 3. 5 and 6 is 11. Carry the 1. You know what? I got it. I just got it over weird. 9 plus 1 is 10. Oh, wait a minute. How is that working? 93. Oh, 6 plus 3. I got this wrong. That's what I got wrong. 2133. Sorry. I got that wrong.
I was not the first time.
21,093. Well, it's hard to do these things fast in front of you guys, and they come out kind of not in very good order when I use this machine.
Okay.
Right, that's the first spiral review. So that last one is 21,093. Sorry. Let's go back to the next conversion, which is number 11. I think I'm just going to read the answers because this is taking too long. I'll just read it to you because I've got them done. Number 11, number 1 is A.
Number 1 is A, okay.
Number 2, select all the expressions that have a value of 46. That would be, the only one I see there is D. Is that right?
Well, I can actually I can check all of them.
Well, 460 divided by 10. Oh, actually, no. C, D, and E.
C, D, okay.
C, D, and E. All right. Which is the same as 6 times 2/4. This one was C. Number 4 is A. And now spiral review 12. The first one, number 1, Ms. Jackson.
Wait, this one more. What? This one more. 5.
Oh, 5. What is the value of 4250 divided by 10? You're just moving the decimal to the left of one place. So it's 425.
Okay.
Spiral review 12. Number 1 is B. Elizabeth and Preston are both correct. Number 2, C, D, and E. Number 2, C, D, and E.
You're going too fast.
Sorry.
Too fast.
These are all written down too. I'll show you where they're written down. Number 3, you had to do a long division problem, and it was 5,362 divided by 86. And this one came out not even for me. And I you know what? I didn't double check my work. So let's just do it on here and double check it here and see if I got the right answer. So it's 5,000, go ahead. 362 point, that's it, divided by 86. What it equals? 27620. No. Is that right?
Hold on. Wait, I can check it. Let's check.
That didn't work. Let me clear this thing because I think I had it messed up. Okay, so 5, 3, 6, 2 divided by 86. It can't be that many. There we go. 62.348, blah, 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 blah. Or you could just say remainder 30.
62.3.
Remainder 30.
62.3. You could.
Yeah, that's good enough. It keeps going on.
What?
Number 4 says an angle is shown. An angle is shown. What measure is the angle in degrees? And even though the compass it's turned, if you look from the 0 and you start counting around, that angle is 145 degrees. You're reading between the 140 and the 150. So number 4 is 145 degrees. Number 5, which quadrilateral has only one pair of parallel sides? So what they mean here is parallel sides are when the sides are exactly across from each other and at the same angles. So rectangles and squares and trapezoids all have two sets of parallel angles. So a rectangle has this side is parallel to this side. They're exactly the same. And
So
this
that
side
means
is parallel to this side. Yeah. But if you look at a rhombus, it's like a kite, right?
Yeah.
Rhombuses do not have parallel sides. They're at, oh, that's a beautiful shape, Ms. Laws. Do you have a rhombus here? Diamond.
I can do it.
There we go. That's a better one. In this case, this is actually a parallelogram, but if I pull one side down further, oh, it's not going to let me. Let me see if this will let me raise this up. No. Okay, never mind. So by rhombus, it means 2 of the sides are short, like a kite, and then 2 of the sides are long, okay? In this case, these are not completely parallel. They're at different angles. So that's the only one that doesn't have 2 sets of parallel sides. Rhombus is like a kite. All right, tomorrow, or I guess for Monday, we'll go over spiral review 13, 14, and 15. So if you want to work on that for today so that you'll be ready to check it on Monday, please do 13, 14, and 15. So for today, I'm going to go through the lesson now.